Us here at Sway TV, Clay.
Oh my goodness, we're having a little fire here.
Michael says, Shayla, I love you and your shows.
How did you do this?
So many giveaways here at Sway TV. Money, big money, big money, big money, big money. I'm ready to battle shop live. Yeah!
This is fun.
And one person's gonna win a PS5. Which one will it be?
Everyone is holding their breath.
I have our winner.
I'm so excited, I can't even stand it.
I cannot make this up.
We are awarding you with the PS5 as well.
What? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Talk to all your friends and your family. Let them know about Sway TV.
Sway TV is here to stay. Thank you, Amazon.
Thank you, Sway TV.
Shop attainment all the time.
'Tis the season of the comfy.
We in the house, we having fun, we doing the thing, we swaying.
2 thumbs up, woo!
Sway TV #1, baby.
Here we go for you!
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's go, let's sway, stay tuned! Woo!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sway TV. I'm your host, Tamby Saffron, coming to you live on Amazon. Happy Thursday, everybody. I am so excited about our stream today. As many of you know, I am such a fan of the show Shark Tank, and I've been so lucky to be able to interview a lot of the entrepreneurs right here live on Amazon, and also the executive producer of the show, Clay Newbill. So today, I am so excited to welcome the supervising casting producer of Shark Tank, Mindy Zemrak. So let's welcome her to Amazon Live. Hello, hello, Mindy. Welcome to Sway TV. Thank you so much for joining us here today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be doing this.
We're so excited to have you. We're such fans of Shark Tank here at Sway TV. We've been featuring a lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the products, and I am such a fan of the show, so this is such an honor to have you here today. I have so many questions for you. I know a lot of people out there do as well, so if anyone has any questions for Mindy, you guys can write in the chat and we will relay questions to her throughout this interview, which is so awesome, which is a great feature about Amazon Live. And let's get started. Let's sway, as we say. Tell us, let's sway. How did you get started? Did you always want to be a casting director?
Oh gosh, no, I didn't even know that was an industry or field I could get into. I am from a small town in Maine, born and raised, and I actually enrolled my first year of college as a psychology major. And then halfway through that semester, I was talking to my father one night about a distant cousin who worked at MTV of all places, and I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. Like, I want to do that. I want to do film, and I had never done film in my entire life. I'm not that person as a kid who was like filming things, but when I moved out to LA to go to college, I thought I wanted to be an editor for the longest time. And then when I finally got out of college, I just needed a job, and I landed a job as a casting assistant, very low on the totem pole, and fell in love with it, and then worked my way up, and now here we are on my 13th season of Shark Tank.
Amazing, amazing. Well, we have a couple people here in the chat saying hello. Jeffrey Walsh is saying hello. And we also have Zach from the Shark Wheel team is in the chat saying hello. That's a Shark Tank item. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We are with Mindy Zemrak, who is the supervising casting producer of Shark Tank. So how did you find the job on Shark Tank? How did that happen?
Yeah, so that was 2007 or 2008. I had been working a bunch of other shows for him. And when ABC and Burnett tapped the then first, there was a different person in charge of casting at that point. I was kind of like second in command. They were like, hey, do you want to come work on this show? And when I started the show, I was like, okay, it's a business show. All right, we're going to find businesses, business owners. I had no idea what equity was. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not a business person.
Right.
I was very confused. I was like, well, okay, so we all joke, and I think Clay mentioned this, is we all joke we have our MBA from Shark Tank because we've learned so much from our sharks, our entrepreneurs, and everyone over the years. So I'm just so grateful that I was part of that team, and then to have taken over 5 years ago as head of department for the casting. I love it. We get to meet incredible people. We used to get to travel, obviously due to COVID, that kind of has stopped for the moment, hoping we can go back out someday and see everyone in person. But it's just been such an honor to work on a show that really helps people. And if you're the small part in helping someone move forward, there's no better feeling.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, you've changed lives. It's incredible. That's what we said also with Clay. We were talking about how you have actually changed people's lives, and that is such an incredible thing. So how many submissions do you get every year for Shark Tank?
Oh man, there's a lot. We have anywhere from 25,000 up to 30,000 applicants each season of Shark Tank. And so we're casting right now. So if anyone's interested, they can definitely apply. We'll be taking submissions for casting for about another 2 months or so. And yeah, it's a wild ride. It's a wild show to work on. It just takes a long time to get through everything because of the sheer volume, but we have a solid team. If my team's watching, I love you guys. They're the best. We're like a family. And it's just really great to work with everyone.
So how many people actually get to be on each season? You said you get like 20,000 applications?
Yeah, so we have a
That's
lot of
amazing.
20,000 to 30,000. And
wow.
How many end up on the show is how many episodes we get, because we do 4 companies per episode. So we average, I think, around anywhere between 88 to 100 companies actually make it to air. So I've been told it's harder to get on Shark Tank than it is to get into Harvard Business School.
That's so funny. It's harder to get into Shark Tank than Harvard Business School. I gotta love it. We have Jeffrey here saying he's applied. Erica's saying this is the best team ever. And Aaron, who lives in Ireland, is asking if only people in the U.S. can apply. Is it open to international as well?
Got it. So great questions, all very valid. We do have to have U.S.-based companies. So the parent company does need to be U.S.-based. And in terms of the entrepreneurs, if they have a U.S.-based company, they can be on a visa, or they can be a resident or a citizen. So it's great. We're open to a lot of people. And I see Jeff's question about the best way to stand out in a crowd of 25,000, which I'll answer. My best advice is when you're filling out the online submission, tell us 3 or 4 bullet points about what makes you different and unique, not just your business or product. Because if I have, a bottle of hair, like face spray, I want to know what's different and unique about it. So maybe there's like unicorn glitterness in it, and that's what's different, or what have you. But also your journey about where you have gotten to this point is very important for our show as well. We celebrate entrepreneurs' journeys, and it resonates with not only our viewers but our sharks. So I would say throw in a couple examples and bullet points of that. Keep it succinct. Please don't write a novel. And that will at least hopefully get you to the next step where we call you to hopefully move on to the next round.
Well, I was going to ask you for some tips, because I'm sure there's people here that would love to get these tips from you, and this is such a unique thing that we get to actually talk to you here today. So Jeffrey's so funny. He said, Harvard is my backup, LOL. That's funny. And Kimberly Meckward from Click and Carry, she's here in the chat, and we've had a chance to interview her. She says you're the best. And Aaron wants to know if you've ever applied to be on Shark Tank.
No, definitely not. I've signed my life away at this point, 13 years. But it's funny. Everyone asks me, have you come up with anything, your own business, your own product, since you worked on the show? And I can honestly say that in now 13 years, I have not come up with anything. I will leave I'm not a creative person. I'm an organizational person. I am great at organizing, but creatively, it's not my strong suit. So I think I'll leave all of that entrepreneurness to entrepreneurs out there. But who knows? You never know.
Who knows? We might see you. We might see you in season 13, standing there in front of the sharks. What's it like to work with some of the greatest business minds in the world? I mean, this is so amazing. What's that like?
It's incredible. You know, again, when I started on the show, I had no idea much about business or what it entails or what the terms are. And now it's like, you know, season 1, we would cast the show, but no one really knew what Shark Tank was. Entrepreneurship, in my opinion, was kind of almost looked down upon, and now it's celebrated. It's more mainstream. It's more acceptable. It's kind of cool and more accepted, if you will.
Absolutely.
Just meet all of the people and the entrepreneurs, whether they're or don't have a business background or they're, you know, making millions in sales. You learn something from every single person you come in contact with. And so to learn that knowledge and just hear the struggles that people have gone through, it's more than just, oh, you have a cool product, let's put it on. It's really kind of connecting with entrepreneurs from around the country and the world, because we have so many people that are from other countries and backgrounds and cultures. And you know, we just want to celebrate it and be, you know, inclusive. And I think it's a really special show to be a part of.
Oh, 100%. Well,
pandemic.
Especially now, because probably like this next season, you're going to see so many different things that you might have not even thought about 2 years ago, you know, and now, you know, our life is so different. So I imagine you're going to see a lot of things that are geared towards what's going on right now. And how are you guys able to shoot the show? I think last season you were in a bubble in Vegas shooting this, right? Tell us about that experience.
Shooting, so last season, due to COVID, all of our open calls got canceled in one day. Everything had to turn to virtual casting, at least. And then we were concerned about, are we going to be able to film this? And so we moved the show to Las Vegas. We filmed at the Venetian, the Palazzo, and the Sands Expo. Super grateful to them.
Mm-hmm.
We put in a massive cleaning, sanitization plan for everyone, and we created a bubble where I did not step foot outside for 30 days.
Wow.
I did not see the like I didn't feel the sun on my face. I felt a lot of air conditioning.
Right. Right.
But we in over 300 people in our bubble, and we never had one person test positive. People had to quarantine for long periods of time, and we really owe a big thank you not only to our team that, you know, buckled down and did it, but also the entrepreneurs who they had to quarantine for many days.
Absolutely.
It's not an easy feat, but we pulled it off. This year, we will be filming back in Los Angeles at the Sony lot, which is typically where we film. Still COVID plans in place and whatnot, but just really excited that we're still going, helping businesses. And
absolutely. And I've actually been down to the set twice to see some tapings, because I know Clay. Clay's my old boss. I used to be the associate producer of Road Rules, and he was our producer. So I know, amazing. I'm so happy for him and all he's done to help all these people. So I actually have the same question here as Aaron, and also want to say hi to Mark, who's watching. That's my boyfriend. He loves Shark Tank as well. Let's say hey to Mark. He's in the chat. And what are some of your favorite Shark Tank products? What are some products from Shark Tank that you actually own?
Oh man, I have a lot. So you can't see it right now, but I have a Scrub Daddy, obviously. I do my dishes with. I own a Comfy. I love my Comfy very much.
Love the Comfy.
Love it.
Yeah.
When I'm craving chocolates and sweets, I usually turn to, oh man, wicked good cupcakes. Pipcorn's really good. I go to Cousin's Maine Lobster every once in a while and get lobster rolls. I know I have more. I'm sure I have way more products in my home that I'm thinking. I'm blanking at the moment, but I do have a lot of samples because we get to try everything, which is
sure.
Cool. But the Comfy guys were really cool because after their pitch, they came in, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, is when they came into the tank, we have 5 sharks. So typically you give out 5 samples. They had 4 prototypes. They didn't even have enough for all 5 sharks. When they left and after they got a deal with Barbara, they gifted me one of those prototypes. So I have one of the Comfy's first prototypes.
Wow.
And I love it. And it's super cool. I mean, that thing is so comfortable. It's the best.
I've actually sat here and done a stream in it. Those guys are a lot of fun. Yes, and when I do the late night stream, I put it on and we get cozy here. We have lots of fun here, and we have all these products here in the studio. As you can see behind me, we have some of the Shark Tank items that we've featured here on our streams. So that's great, and we love our comfies, and a lot of the hosts have been wearing them as well. So I don't know if it's okay to ask you this, but do you have a favorite shark?
Oh man, everyone asks me this and they get mad when I'm like, I don't have a favorite one, because they're all so very different from one another. All so much fun. And this last year, when we were in the bubble in Vegas, I was asked to do a lot of the social media for the show because we could only have so many people in there. And it was great because it gave me a chance to really get one-on-one with the sharks and get to know them and, be a little more laid back and everything. So it's hard to say. They all have their little pros, in my opinion. And I think the one that I've enjoyed most recently getting to know, and give me some slack if you don't agree with this, is Mr. Wonderful. Kevin is miracle. He's a delight. He's funny.
He's cool.
He's a lot of fun, but I would not go as far and say as he's my favorite. They're all my favorite.
I know, you probably can't say. But they all have something unique that they bring, and they're all pretty darn awesome. And got a chance to see Mr. Wonderful yesterday here. He was on KTLA with Sam Rubin, which was really cool. Yeah, I got a chance to see that interview, and that was awesome as well. So what other shows do you cast? You cast some other shows as well, right? Or have? You are Mindy Casting, by the way. That's like that's your name, your signature, Mindy Casting. Tell us about the other shows.
Yeah, so everyone that follows me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, it's all at Mindy Casting. I've been fortunate to do a lot of shows. The most recent show besides Shark Tank right before I came back for season 13 is I was very fortunate to work on a special for Jeopardy. It has not come out yet, but we're really excited and hoping that, it all works out. Obviously with COVID, it throws a wrench into everything, but it was such an honor to work with the Jeopardy team because it's such an iconic show.
Absolutely.
So that's a special that hopefully will come out soon. I had World's Toughest Race Eco Challenge Fiji that was on Amazon Prime last year, where I went to Fiji for almost 2 months, and we had 300 people running across Fiji in a race for 10 days. I've worked on American Idol, Top Chef. Gosh, I'm blanking here. I survived a Japanese game show, which was on years ago. House Hunters, like the list goes on, but it's awesome to be part of all of these shows.
Absolutely, all great shows, and definitely Jeopardy is so iconic, and it's so sad about Alex. He
unfortunately passed away a week after we began. So it was tough, but we know that he would have wanted this show to hopefully the special happen, and they're doing a great job. That team over there is just
for sure. But you got a chance to meet him. You had a chance to meet him.
I never met him personally. I saw him on the Sony lot because we filmed just a couple stages over from where the Jeopardy is. So I saw him on a golf cart a couple times, and I said hi, but I never actually formally met him, unfortunately.
Well, I've seen him actually in my old neighborhood. I saw him out doing some gardening one day, and I waved, and he said hi back to me.
He seems very, very nice.
He was very nice. We have people here trying to think in the stream of some ideas for products so they can audition. Tell us about the audition process. So do you want to let us know, you guys are casting right now, so if anybody wants to apply, when is the deadline? How does someone apply to be on Shark Tank?
Absolutely. So we are casting now for season 13. We started casting earlier this year. We'll be casting for about another 2 months or so. Everyone just has to go to abc.com, click on Shark Tank. All they're going to do is fill out a very short, succinct form, contact information, what stage their business is at, and then there's a paragraph essentially where they can fill in information, and that's where you should give, like I said, a couple bullet points about what makes your product or business different and unique, and then also a couple bullet points about you and your backstory, just so that we can have a little more information up front. Then what happens is slowly but surely we get through all those online submissions. And if we're interested, we give you a call, talk to you on the phone, get some more information. And then if producers are interested in moving you forward, there's a video portion, and then there's many, many steps to get through. That's what a lot of people have a misconception about. They think as soon as they apply, the next step is they're on the show. And there's so much more to it than that. But the first step, abc.com, fill out the form, keep your fingers crossed that we give you a call, and then we'll help guide everyone through the process from that point.
All right, so check this out. If anybody has any desire to be on Shark Tank, if you guys have a product and you want to audition for Shark Tank, abc.com, go to Shark Tank. All the information is there. And when is the deadline for the next season, Mindy?
So we'll be casting until about the end of July, but we are like rolling admissions for college. So I would say don't wait until the last minute, because all the spots could be filled. So if you're interested in applying, apply now. Just know it can take some time. I see Whitney's question, when will we hear back from season 13 auditions? It can take up to 2 to 3 months. By the end of July, if you have not heard anything, unfortunately it's not working out this year, we encourage you to reapply. Casting, if we do season 14, will resume next spring. But definitely get your stuff in this year before the end of July. Keep your fingers crossed that we give you a call. And then I see Jeff's. I'm going to roll right into the next one.
Oh, sure.
It's a question. Does it help to have referrals from entrepreneurs who have been trained already? Not really. It doesn't really matter. It's a level playing field. So it really does not matter if someone vouches for you or not, because at the end of the day, the executives have to make that decision of, does it make sense? Are we interested in this, industry,
right,
this season, this product? So it doesn't hurt, doesn't help either. It's kind of neutral territory.
Right. It's about you and it's about your product. So, and it's about your story, I would imagine. So any tips for the video portion? So you hear back and now you're allowed to do a video next. That's the next step. What are your tips for somebody that's doing a video for their audition?
Absolutely. So if you're so fortunate to get to the video portion round of Shark Tank, have energy. It's the biggest thing that we tell everyone. I understand looking at a camera might make you nervous and all that. Go have some coffee, take a shot of something if you need to. Just make sure that, because at the end of the day, if you're not excited and passionate about what it is you've created, no one else is going to be. So you could come in and again say, I'm going to pitch this coaster, and it's the coolest coaster ever because it's made of, who knows what. And it's like, whoa, wow, okay, and I'm going to pay attention. So the point of all of that is be excited, be passionate, show your energy. I'm going to give the example, and if Erica on my team is watching, she's going to crack up. Doing this. But I always would tell entrepreneurs at an open call, there's a difference between, hi, my name is Mindy, and I make really good cupcakes. And my name's Mindy and I make the best cupcakes ever, and here's why. I'm going to get really excited about those cupcakes potentially. These other ones, I'll listen and I'll taste them, but like if you just come in and you're like, yeah, this is the coolest thing ever. Great. Like that's going to catch our attention.
Exactly.
Down the road, Tambi, and I know as well, is television, you're going to want energy. At the end of the day, you have to have energy.
Absolutely. Well, everybody here calls me the Energizer Bunny, by the way. But I can imagine that it helps to practice, do a couple of takes in front of your friends and family and let them critique you until you get it right and you feel good. Yes? Would that be a good thing to assume? Yeah?
Absolutely. We encourage everyone, you don't have to do one take and then, send it in. You can do a couple takes and you can edit it together and everything. Because again, once we pitch you to the network to play and everyone else, over there, we condense that footage from maybe 10 minutes down, and ultimately that's what we pitch. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. If and when you make it into the tank, you'll have time to memorize everything. You could read from cards during your initial video. That's fine. We're not going to judge you on that.
Right.
We're going to look at what's your business, what's your product, what's your story. So, just have fun with the video, have a lot of energy, and don't be afraid to have fun. If you just stand in front of a white wall, it could suck all the energy out of you.
Absolutely. Well, these are all good tips. This is so funny. Aaron is our friend in Ireland. He's saying, Tambi, enter Shark Tank. And Jeffrey's saying, I'll do my video with Tambi to help me out. Tambi could sell me air, says Aaron. Now I just need a product. That's okay. I think I would rather interview everybody and share their products and their stories with you right here. And what's so awesome here on Amazon is a lot of these Shark Tank items are available on Amazon, which has been so great because we're able to actually highlight them, feature them, and people could shop for them right here on Amazon. So that's really, really cool. Anyway, tell me about let's talk about the process again, the audition process. So how long does it take from the time someone applies to when they're on, ballpark?
Yeah, so it takes quite a long time. We've had people that have applied online last year, and we're still going through those online submissions because there's only a team of so many people, and we have to call them and everything and help them out and whatnot. So it can take a couple months, but we tell everyone only apply once per season. There's no reason to apply multiple times. And then if it doesn't work out, you are more than welcome to reapply the following year. We've had people, Kim Meckward actually.
I know. Kimberly holds the record, right? She applied 7 times, I think. But you know what? She stuck with it. She stuck with it. She didn't give up. So there's no limit to how long.
No, like it may work, it may not. In Kim's case, it did work, thank goodness. Some other people are still applying, but you just never know. The first step is, taking that leap and saying, all right, I'm going to apply and see what happens. But the other thing is, we don't want people putting all their eggs in the Shark Tank basket. Since so few get through each season, no one should be like, oh man, Shark Tank. You should continue to do business as though we don't exist. And then that will hopefully only help you down the road so that if and when you do make it on the show, you've had all this extra numbers and the journey to get where you are and everything. So that all helps set you apart from everyone else that's in our process.
There's a question here. Aaron is asking, if you get the audition, do you have to keep it like on the lowdown? Are you allowed to let people know, or does it have to be something that is kept quiet?
So the rule is that until you know when your episode is potentially going to air, it is top secret. You can't tell anyone anything at all, nothing. It's like Fight Club. The first and second rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. It's the same thing with Shark Tank. You don't talk about Shark Tank. The reason being is because we don't know if you're going to air right off. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. But once you get the okay that you are going to air, then you can let everyone know, hey, we're going to be on Shark Tank, tune in to see what happens. But for the entire process, you
gotta shut your trap there. That's hard when you get so excited. Kimberly says, I don't know if I should be embarrassed or proud. You should be so proud, Kimberly. Amazing accomplishment. Kimberly Meckward with the Click and Carry, amazing accomplishment to be on it, to make a deal with Mark and Barbara. That's so awesome. So definitely be proud. So tell me about some of the pitches. Do you have a memorable pitch? What's your most memorable pitch?
Oh gosh, I mean, when we used to do open calls in person, you would never know what was going to show up. We would be in New York, Dallas, doesn't matter, and you would just walk, because we hand out wristbands, you would walk down the line handing out wristbands to like 800 people or more, and you see people dressed up in costumes and people with toilets, and you're like, what? One time, I think the most memorable was, I was in Salisbury, Maryland, doing an open call, and the pitch, the entrepreneurs had a casket. And this sounds really weird and morbid, but they were like, would you get in it? And I was like, sure. So there's actually a photo, I think it's on my Instagram, of me sitting in a casket during their pitch, because I was like, okay, it's not very comfortable if anyone is curious. Not comfortable. But I guess at that point it doesn't matter. But that was probably the most bizarre thing I've ever done, was sit and lay in a casket at an open call.
And did they get to the next step?
I don't remember. This was years ago. So I honestly don't remember. I just remember laying in a coffin, which I don't think many people can say they've done.
I don't think many people can say they've laid in one and then got out of it. Except for you.
Exactly.
So tell me about some other favorite products. Other favorite products that have been pitched on Shark Tank, or anything that you thought was great that didn't get a deal, but you thought maybe should have.
So first and foremost is Cupboard Pro. The 3 young entrepreneurs, young adults who sadly lost their mother to cancer and then lost their father due to 9/11 related illness.
Yes.
They made with all 5 sharks. Watching that pitch backstage, everyone was in tears.
I cried when I watched it.
Yeah, Kaylee, Kira, and Christian are incredible. Their parents should be so proud of the young adults that they've become. And it was just such a special moment to be part of that. One that I was shocked about is I Want to Draw a Cat for You and Potato Parcel. Both got deals that I personally was like, I did not see that coming. Mark Cuban invested in I Want to Draw a Cat for You, which was this guy named Steve who basically drew cat stick figures and then mailed them out. And then the deal with Cuban was if someone paid $1,000, I think, or for every 1,000 that he sold, Cuban would draw one. And he did a deal. And then the other one
That's awesome.
I know, me too. And then the other one was Potato Parcel, which was these 2 entrepreneurs who ship potatoes with a writing and a photo on it in the mail to people, and Mr. Wonderful invested in it, and now you can buy potatoes and ship them to people. Like, it's hysterical, but you just never know what the sharks are going to go for.
That is funny.
So,
that's like art on a spud.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just wild. It's wild what we get. So it's never a dull moment, that is for sure.
Never a dull moment. And I really love also when you guys have guest sharks on there. Are you allowed to tell us who's coming up for this season? Or is that a hush-hush as well?
Not allowed, but I will say there are we've had amazing guest sharks this whole time on the show, but this season I'm really excited about who is coming in. And I think that there'll be great, diversity across the board of our sharks and our guest sharks and the types of companies that they're looking for. So I'm really, really eager to go back into the tank in a couple months when we start filming and kind of just see what happens. But I wish I could tell, but I'll just say they're really incredible names that we're really, really excited about.
Well, it's always cool when the guest sharks are on there, and we had a chance recently to talk to Desiree Haller from SubSafe, and she had Charles Barkley as her guest shark, and they did a deal with Mark Cuban and Charles Barkley, so that is so cool. Do people know that there's going to be a guest shark when they come on? When do they actually find out there'll be a guest shark?
Yeah, so we tell all the entrepreneurs ahead of time, we are planning guest sharks. Typically, though, about the night or 2 before is when the entrepreneurs finally find out who their panel of sharks will be and if they get a guest shark. So they don't find out until the last minute. But it also gives them a little bit of time to kind of just do a little bit of research on that on that shark and maybe what they're interested in and whatnot. But yeah, it's very last minute. It's kind of like, surprise, you're pitching to this panel in 2 days. Good luck.
Well, amazing. The whole journey is so amazing and so fascinating. And if you guys are just tuning in, my name is Tambi Saffron. You guys are watching Sway TV on Amazon Live, and I am talking to Mindy Zemrak, who is the supervising casting producer of Shark Tank. This is such an amazing thing to have you here. Thank you for being here with us. We are talking about all things Shark Tank, the casting process. So if any of you guys are thinking about auditioning, you can go to abc.com to Shark Tank, and all the information is there. Deadline is July, you said? I think the second week of July. And if you have any questions, please let us know in the chat. Someone else asked who your favorite shark was. I already asked her that. She's not telling. She loves them all for different reasons. Absolutely. What advice do you have for young entrepreneurs just in general, even people that aren't applying to be on Shark Tank? You must have learned a lot from the show.
Oh gosh, see, it's kind of crazy how much you learn working on a show and working on a show for now 13 years. For any entrepreneur starting out, especially kid entrepreneurs or teen entrepreneurs or anyone just starting out, it's not easy. I have not started a business by any means, but I know from talking to all of these entrepreneurs over years and years and tens of thousands at this point, it's not easy. You're going to hit speed bumps, but when that is when you want to keep going, is when you hit a speed bump, don't give up. You just have to keep going, figure it out, believe in yourself, believe in your product. And if you keep grinding, you keep hustling, hopefully you'll get to where you want to go. Just network, get out there and hustle, you go door to door. Like, you always see Cuban applauding people when he's like, when entrepreneurs come in and they're like, I just 2 days before when I got to LA, I started going to store and just asking if they wanted to buy it. Like, that's what you want to do. I would just say is, keep your nose down. And if you have a goal, go for it. Don't let anyone get in your way. Don't listen to anyone. If they're, poo-pooing on you, just keep your eyes on the prize and just have that determination to get where you want to go.
Well, I find from interviewing a lot of the entrepreneurs here that that's pretty much what everyone has said across the board is like, don't give up, stay with it, and follow your dream. Because obviously, if you can't do that, it's not going to happen for you. So you got to stay with it, stay focused, follow your dream. I'm all about networking. That is great advice as well. You definitely want to network. And Jeffrey's saying 100%, it's not an easy path, but so worth it. The payoff at the end is worth it. So keep your eyes on the prize, as Mindy says. So we are here on Amazon. What are some of the things that you buy on Amazon? Let's just talk about Amazon for a second. Maybe the last 3 items you've bought. Huh?
I think all I do, probably every other day, is I buy something on Amazon. Recently, I just bought this little back support pad that came yesterday.
Very cool.
All day. I bought my dog some toys and stuff, and then the other day TikTok got me. I bought this little like volcanic rock that removes all the shine from your face. Like,
oh wow, that's really cool.
Everything I buy, all of it on Amazon. I blow all my money on Amazon.
Yeah, we all spend a lot of money on Amazon. We're all doing a lot of shopping from home now. And again, so cool that a lot of these Shark Tank products are available on Amazon. In fact, the Comfy is so highly rated. It's got like crazy amount of ratings on Amazon. So that is really cool.
Comfy is great. It's one of my favorite products because you can just like engulf yourself in like
exactly.
And comfort.
Get comfy.
Exactly.
And Jeff is asking, do you feel that patents are important to the products?
That's a great question. For us, it does not matter if you have a patent or you're patent pending or you don't have a patent and you haven't applied. That does not matter to us. Now, if you ask the sharks, that gets a little different. Lori sometimes likes it. Mark doesn't necessarily care for them. So for us, from a Shark Tank casting perspective, it does not matter if you have a patent or not. We will do due diligence to make sure you're not infringing potentially on anyone else's patent, but it doesn't matter. You are allowed to apply without a patent, and you are allowed to apply if you have a patent or if you're patent pending. All works for us.
Very cool. So we have a little surprise for you here today. We do. This is total surprise. We have some people here that want to say a little hello. So who's here, guys? Look who's here.
Hi.
The drop stop guys.
Hello. I'm trying to get Mark because he was in the car. Come on now. How are you? Great to see you.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Mwah, mwah.
It's been so long. Oh my gosh.
Looks like your place is ready for the in-home package going on right now.
Oh Lord. I mean, Sammy needs to come in and spruce it up, but yeah.
I mean, listen, that's what you pay the guy the big bucks to do. It was great. It was great to see you. I actually saw, I think Tammy, you made a post yesterday that Mindy was going to be on. I'm like, Mindy, yes. Oh my God, we got to come on and say hello. We were going to surprise you. And then we got an email. And of course, Tammy being the wonderful person she is, she's like, I got a cool surprise.
awesome! Oh
Yeah.
my god! No, we love the drop stop guys. You guys
We
have done-
love the drop stop, guys. We got it right here.
that thing.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that, again, a lot of people don't know about, TV and live and this, again, everybody's like, reality shows, aren't they really? And we shared with Tandy and everybody we talked to, we said Shark Tank is legitimately the most legitimate reality. I don't even want to call it reality because you guys are so much more than that, where not things are staged or things are this, but when I say, I think we shared it, we said, hey, Mindy, we want to go on there. Can we send them all drop stops before we're on the show? We want them to know who we are. And you're like, guys, they're not allowed to know a darn thing about any, right? But we let everybody know here. That's great. That's not going to happen. And when you come on, there's a set change, and then all they're going to do, and like, but we want them to know what it's like. We're like, guys, you're going to have plenty of time to do what you want to do. Because again, not a lot of people necessarily know this. Mark and I come from a Hollywood background. We understand how things work and how things are kind of set up. And we just wanted to make sure we had the best shot as we could at the biggest thing in our ever going forward. And you said, guys, I'll never forget this. I'm pretty sure it was you. We had the long contract. It was, gosh,
that was me.
It was so many pages. And listen, it was a daunting contract. It's a big one. And there were some things for us that were a little bit scary. And I think it was you we sent the email to after all was said and done, and we were ready to go. I see a little pet moving around the back.
Yeah, that's Dudley.
Yeah, Dudley. And I remember we actually wrote you a Dear John letter, and we said after everything, and our lawyers were like, guys, we love you, but this is a crazy contract. You may not want it. We turned down the opportunity after months of going through it all, interviewing, preparation, production, everything, and we decided to pass on Shark Tank, which would have been the dumbest thing ever. But we were just really kind of scared from the contract. And we sent a Dear John letter to Mindy, and that was it. 10 minutes later, phone rings, and the little ID says Sony Pictures. I'm like, Mark, I don't know who it is. It's Sony. He goes, it's Sony. It's effing Shark Tank. Pick up the damn phone. So we pick up, and it was one of the exec producers, and we said, hi. Say, hey, I'm so-and-so from Shark Tank. Blah, blah, blah. And we said, yeah. And he goes, how you guys doing? We're like, well, we're doing okay, but we're a little sad. We had to pass. He goes, oh, I know. I just got a call from Mindy. She told me. She said, get those guys on the show. Whatever you got to do, get them on the show. And I was like, it was just that love and that care. And what it did is we then had a conversation with you guys about the reality of certain things. And God, we have to protect ourselves. But you said, here's the thing. We film a lot of people. They're always wanting the best. But we get enough over things don't go right. And we got enough of that kind of stuff because we wanted to make sure, they said they had final editing rights. And we're like, no, we want those. They're like, oh, you guys are cute. Yeah, right. You're going to get final cut. But they said, we're looking for the great product, the great company, the great guys. You guys are all that. You guys be you, and you don't need to worry about a darn thing. And I mean, honestly, as much as that might seem simple, for us, that was everything. And we signed the damn thing. If Mindy had not relayed that to, I think it was Max or whoever it was just the love, the family, the desire to really do what's right. Because, you get shows that want a train wreck all the time. That's good TV. You're like, guys, we get plenty of that by accident. It's not what we're going for. We want you guys. And 8 years later, I mean, look where we're at. I mean, it's just
amazing.
You're not the only one. There's been other entrepreneurs who get a little cold feet and had a similar experience. They say, oh, you know what, we're not going to, and then they end up coming in and doing really well. And thank God, I'm sure, not to say all entrepreneurs could probably pave their own way, but I mean, we loved you guys, and obviously,
No, I mean, pave your own way. We could certainly try to pave your own. I mean, again, back in the day, it was Oprah's favorite things, and she went off there. Shark Tank is the game. It's the only game in town. It's the one does everything. But again, you guys actually, I mean, you had Clay on, Tambi, I think a couple of weeks ago.
Absolutely. We had Clay, yeah.
I mean, the entire Shark Tank is like family to us. I can't speak for everybody, and I can't speak for everybody's experience. And I got to get Mark on here. He's driving. Where is he? Get on.
This is so great to have you here. This is Jeffrey Simon, one of the Drop Stop guys. This is a surprise for Mindy. Aren't you glad you stayed with it? Look at you guys now. This is so awesome.
Oh my God.
And Mindy, look what's up.
Is there any way you can get Mark on too? He says he's waiting for the host.
Mark should be in the waiting room, guys. We'll try to get him.
Okay, no, I just know
we can only do 3 today, but we can get him on separately if he wants to come in after.
Okay, I can pop off for a real quick.
All right,
after,
but
yeah,
I want to share something first. Can I share something real quick before we say goodbye? So we had the guys on, the Drop Stop guys, Mindy. We had the best time with them. They're so cool. And look what they made for us here at Sway TV. They made custom Sway TV drop stops for us. Is that the best?
We have nothing but love for everybody who's just been so amazing. That's kind of something we do now with the little branding. I know we've evolved a little bit, right, Mindy?
I know. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but that's amazing. I mean, it's great.
Listen,
we love you guys so much.
We love you. You all been like family to us. I'm gonna, again, there's no words to truly explain what Shark Tank is, but besides the show, it's the people behind it, from Clay to Mindy to obviously our Shark Glory. But everybody, you guys treated us like family. It was the most unbelievable, amazing experience. We could not be where we are today. And, I have more I could say, but let me hang up so Mark can bounce on real quick. Because I know.
All right. Before you go, though, I just want to let Mindy know that we're going to send you one of these. We're going to send you a Sway TV drop stop. Yes.
I need it because there's so much. Jeff, my Jeep is a disaster right now.
Every car should have this, and now you're going to have a Sway TV one in your car. So thanks to the Drop Stop guys for that. Love you guys. We want to get you back on here on Sway TV.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming and popping on and joining us to say hello to Mindy. I know this is so awesome that you've been on Shark Tank, and obviously such amazing things have happened to you. So thanks for coming by. So we have some other surprise guests for you today.
All right. Well, much love. Thank you guys, Tammy. Great to see you, Mindy.
All right, great to see you. Great to see you too. All right, so we have standing by. We have some other. We have another guest here. Is this fun? This is a total surprise. Total surprise. All right, who's up? Who do we have here coming up next? You guys, we are talking to Mindy Zemrak. She is the casting director of Shark Tank, and we have a special surprise guest for you. We have Desiree Haller from SubSafe. Let's welcome her now into the Zoom. She's here to say hello, so let's bring her on in. Hello, Desiree. That's not Jeffrey. We're gonna switch that. We got Desiree here. She is the inventor of the SubSafe, and we just had her on recently. So welcome back to Sway TV. Desiree, you're on with Mindy. Can we hear her?
You got me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Desiree, you're on.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you, Mindy, to you and your the entire cast of Shark Tank, the Sharks, everyone. The whole entire experience was truly life-changing for us, since I know it is for so many other entrepreneurs. And aside from the exposure and the opportunities that being on the show that brings, the relationships with the Sharks and with other Shark Tank companies that we have come to grow and love, and there's just, you can't put a price on the value that this has brought to our business and our lives in general. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. So what's funny, it's a crazy story because I remember your audition video. And I remember, Tammy, you'll get a kick out of this. They sent your video and I was like, I think they can do better. I think we can get more energy out of them. So we had them redo their audition video a second time. And the second time, and I remember this like it was yesterday, they were on a boat, and I was like, there we go, now we're talking. So Desiree, great job redoing that video, because that is what helped move you forward, was the boat, but then, like the energy, again, energy goes a long way. So I'm really, really happy for you guys. I think it's incredible what you've done, and it's so good to see you, because I didn't get to see you when you were pitching, and this was years ago, but it's just awesome, and I love that.
Isn't this fun? Blast from the past right here at Sway TV. And now they have a new product out called Wine Safe that keeps your wine bottle safe that we just talked about the other day. So that is super cool. We actually have it right here. This is the Wine Safe, Mindy. This is their next product, and this is also available on Amazon, and you put your wine bottle in here.
That is cool. I really like that.
Thank you.
So both of these are available now, and they're both on Amazon, so that's so cool. I love it. Thank you, Desiree, for joining us here today. We appreciate you guys popping on to say hello. And Jeffrey Walsh in the chat is saying that is great insight. Congrats, Desiree. Thank you for taking time to come on today and say hello to Mindy. We appreciate that, and welcome back to Sway TV. We hope to have you back as well. We hope to have everybody back. I love to keep track of what everybody's doing and you know, any new products that they have on Amazon. And I love that you said that they shot their video, her and her husband shot the video on a boat, so it stood out. And that's just great advice for the casting process. If any of you guys are thinking about auditioning, you know, think out of the box, do something different, do something that's going to make you stand out, something that's fun and imaginative, and that's just what Desiree did. So that is super cool. So we have some more surprise guests for you, Mindy. It just keeps coming. All right, who do we have next, guys? Who do we have standing by next? Hang with us. We have some more surprises for Mindy here. Mindy is the supervising casting director for Shark Tank, coming to us right here live on Amazon today. So awesome to have her here. And we are just kind of doing blasts from the past. So who do we have there? Is that Mark driving?
There we go.
We have Mark who's driving. You gotta pull over, dude.
I'm not gonna look at the camera now.
Where'd they go?
I'm on the road soon, and I can pull up. How you doing, Tammy?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. You gotta pull over. This is Mark Neuberger with us now. He is the other half of the Drop Stop guys, and he's joining us there in his car, coming to say hello to Mindy. So when is the last time you guys actually saw each other?
Oh,
And
man.
awesome to be here.
It's been a long time. It's been years. I think probably one of the last times was when they were on set, because you guys had a premiere party, because you used to live down the road from me, oddly enough. I think you've since moved, but it's pretty crazy. Like, I haven't seen them in person in years, but every once in a while we'll get reconnected via email or whatever. Then Mark and Jeff, we love both of them. They're just such genuine, nice guys, and I am so excited for everything that you guys have done. It's crazy. And I love that you're driving. Like, this is not safe at all. But I love that you're driving.
No. Well, I'm not gonna look, but I'm actually able to pull over in 1 second.
Yeah,
so
please do.
I want to look at your pretty face. Listen, you might not have seen this every day, but you are a part of our lives every day, every single day. What you've done for us, what Shark Tank has done for us, it's literally the gift that never, ever stops giving. We try to tell people this. You know, one of the most important deals we made is with the Los Angeles Police Department. We tried for 4 years to get in with them, including knowing the head commissioner who said, hey guys, we love it, but we're busy with body cameras right now. We don't have time for this. And then we did that deal because their head of risk management saw a 4-year-old rerun
Oh my
of us
God.
on Shark Tank donating to the Knoxville Police Department and said, wow, we need this.
Amazing.
That's the power of Shark Tank. Even
Amazing,
4 years
guys.
later.
Amazing. The entire Los Angeles Police Department has these in their vehicles. Amazing. So awesome. What a great update. This is so awesome. We're kind of reuniting some of the Shark Tank entrepreneurs with Mindy right here live on Sway TV. This is so cool. So thank you. I'm glad you stopped driving, by the way. Don't drop and drive, and don't drive and drop. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. All right, so we have another surprise. The fun just keeps on coming, Mindy. We have another surprise for you. So we have in the house next, we're gonna have Kimberly Meckward of Click and Carry. So let's bring on Kimberly here.
I have to tell you, Tammy.
Hi, Kimberly. hear you, yes.
I just love Mindy. Mindy, I think you're amazing, and I can't thank you enough. And because of you, I actually have a call today at 1 with Kroger. Shark Tank has just been amazing for me, and I'm just so thrilled. And a little bit of behind the scenes, I was so nervous. And by the way, my comment before was when I said I didn't know if I should be embarrassed or proud, it's because it took me a whole 7 or 8 times to get on the show, but because it's my dream come true. It's my favorite show of all time. I love it, and I love all of Mindy's team. Mindy and her team came into my taping, and I had this extra camaraderie. I felt this extra confidence thanks to them, and I can't thank you enough, because that was both the scariest and most exciting day of my whole life. And just to have you guys there cheering me on, it just made all the difference in the world, and I can't thank you enough.
Well, Kim and Tammy, if I may, she was a legend.
She's a legend, that's right.
Every year we'd be like, Click and Carry. Oh man, Click and Carry. She gonna make it through this year. So finally, when we found out she was going to film, my entire casting team, we left our office, and typically they'll just come and watch one pitch and then go back and keep making phone calls. The entire department came to set and sat down and watched. And Jackie was your casting producer, and she always had your back. All of us did. Finally, when it all came full circle, we were like, it's finally happening!
It was seriously the best day of my whole life, and I could never thank you enough. And I'm amazed at all the amazing friends I've made because of Shark Tank too. In fact, it's so funny. Prudence, my little daughter, she's a cat, is running around. I bought Pantaloon. I only had her in it once. In fact, Dudley needs this. I'll send it to you.
What did you get, the unicorn? Is that the unicorn?
Unicorn.
This is another Shark Tank product, by the way. These are costumes for your pets.
And it's so funny. I shot her on a green screen. I only have maybe 3 or 4 seconds of footage, but I'm going to send this to Dudley because he is such a handsome boy, and this will fit perfectly.
He's going to hate it, but I'll bribe him with chicken. It'll be fine.
This is so awesome. So Kimberly Meckward has auditioned, what is it, 7 times or 8 times? You hold the record. And she stuck with her dream, she kept to it, and she got on. So this is so great to reunite you guys here today. She's the inventor of the Click and Carry, and this allows you to bring in your bags, your grocery bags, your sports equipment. You put it on your shoulder, you carry it in, your hands free. This is so awesome. So congrats to you. We love Kimberly here. We've known Kimberly for several years, and we were so happy. She was actually our first Shark Tank guest here. So very, very cool. To have you here today. Thank you, Kim. Yay!
And good luck with your meeting. Thank you.
Yes, come keep us posted. I want everybody to keep giving me all the updates, Shark Tank updates, so we can keep everybody informed here of what's going on with all our Shark Tank entrepreneurs who have been here at Sway TV. So what an awesome surprise. We have been reuniting Mindy Zemrak, who is the casting producer, supervising casting producer of Shark Tank. We've been reuniting her with some of the entrepreneurs who have been here on Shark Tank. So Cressa Peterson wanted to come by, but she's driving and she doesn't have a connection. She's off like road tripping, which is what she does, but she wanted to send her love, and the Phone Soap guys had a commitment at the same time, but they wanted to send their love to you as well. So.
I love Cressa. She's always been a big advocate, and I adore her. And Phone Soap guys are great. I still have my Phone Soap from years ago, and I use it all the time. It's such a great product.
The best. I have it here. Definitely use this. And you know what was so cool? When I interviewed Clay, I asked him if he had any Shark Tank items in his house, and he brought out the big Phone Soap for the laptop, and we had it here as well.
No, it's a great product. All of them obviously are, but I use my Phone Soap every single night. It's great.
It's amazing. So there's so many great entrepreneurs who have been on Shark Tank. I would love, maybe we could chat some more off camera, and you'll give me a list of other people who might, maybe we can reach out to. That would be so great because we love highlighting their products and their stories, and people get a chance to ask questions, and then they can also shop in the carousel for the items. So that's really great. So we're definitely going to hit you up for the list if that's cool.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. So what is next for Mindy? What's next? I mean, Shark Tank, 20 years, 30 years?
I think entrepreneurship isn't going away anytime soon. Businesses and creative, ideas and products aren't going anywhere. We actually just got our official pickup for Shark Tank season 13 as we were doing the interview. So
as we were doing this, you got the pickup for season 13. Awesome! We bring you good luck here at Sway TV.
I know.
That's so great.
I will be on season 13 until the end of September, and then this fall, who knows, might take a little time off to just have a breather. But
yeah, I'm sure.
Entrepreneurs and, do more shows, and thank you so much for having me. This has been a blast. I'm shocked at the entrepreneurs that you brought in. It's been amazing. I haven't talked to some of those people in probably 10 years, so it's incredible. You guys are so sweet for doing that. Thank you.
My God. Well, we had such a great time doing it. We had to like keep it on the hush hush here. I said this is going to be a surprise, and Mark says great show today. Jeff says woohoo, and Kimberly says thanks, girls. It's always lovely to catch up with you. Great show, great casting, great hosting. Congrats on season 13. So last question for you before we say goodbye. Would you ever want to be a shark on Shark Tank?
Oh, I've never asked me that before. I honestly don't know. I think if I had the funding and I knew what I was doing, yes, because I think there's a lot to be said for people helping other people, believing in something that you resonate with. So if I had the funding to do so, I think I absolutely would be a shark. If not that will ever happen, but if in an imaginary
maybe
world,
that's in your future.
You never know.
Who knows? Maybe that's in Mindy's future. 5-10 years from now, Mindy Zemrak would be at least a guest shark. That would be kind of fun one day, don't you think? So everybody, what's that? Sorry.
I was saying that I think that'd be great.
That would be awesome. So everybody follow Mindy. Your Insta is at Mindy Casting. And any other websites you want to let us know again about how to audition? That's happening right now. Right now they are auditioning for Shark Tank. They just got picked up for season 13. Woo! Right here while we were streaming live on Amazon. So cool. So let us know your Instagram, your website, how one auditions. Let's conclude by wrapping that all up again.
Absolutely. If I may, I just want to give a big shout out to our casting team. Margot, Ed, Garrett, Amelia, Jen, Vincent, Erica, Aaron, Liz, Sai, and Ashley. I could not do this. They are the reason we're this incredible team. So a huge thank you to all of them and their hard work. And if you want to apply for Shark Tank season 13, go to abc.com, click on Shark Tank. Halfway down the page, you can apply. Very easy form. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram at Mindy Casting. I'll search for your questions in the DMs and get back to you. And Tambi, thank you so much for this.
Oh my God, it's been our pleasure. Our pleasure. And please come back anytime. Anytime you are welcome here at Sway TV. We would love to have you back. So there you have it. Mindy Zemrak, the supervising casting producer of Shark Tank. Woo! They just got picked up for season 13 right here, right now during this stream, which is so cool. Jeffrey says, Mindy, you probably have incredible instincts to be a shark. So maybe that's in your future, at least a guest shark. We'll stay tuned for that. Thank you again for being here with us, and I hope you loved all your surprises. Thank you guys to all the entrepreneurs, Kimberly, Meckward, the Drop Stop guys, Desiree Haller, who all came by to say hello to you today. That was so awesome, and everybody loves you, Mindy. So thank you for being here. We definitely hope to have you back, and please stay in touch with us. And we are mailing you a Sway TV Drop Stop. So I'll be in touch, and you'll give me your address. Awesome. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Everybody, Mindy Zemrak. supervising casting producer of Shark Tank. Woo! Right here. Thank you. That was so awesome, guys. How fun was that? That was such a great opportunity to have the casting director of one of the coolest shows on TV right here on Sway TV. We surprised her. We had a bunch of the entrepreneurs come on. She had no idea. They came on to say hello and let her know how much they've changed her life. I mean, this show changes people's lives. It really does. You go in there, you have an idea, you don't know. A lot of these people walk away with deals and their lives are forever changed thanks to this show. So that is so cool. I love Shark Tank. It is one of my favorite shows. We love it here at Sway TV, and we're so happy to feature the entrepreneurs who have been on Shark Tank. We will continue to do that. Next Thursday, we're going to have the founders of Shark Wheel here. They make really cool wheels for skateboards, and we're going to have one of their influencers here also with us doing a little bit of demo on a skateboard with the cool wheels from Shark Wheel. So that's going to be really awesome, and that's coming up next Thursday. We're going to continue to bring you great Shark Tank people right here at Sway TV. This is what we do. We keep you informed of cool things, and we love Shark Tank. We love the whole entrepreneurial journey, and we're so happy to share their stories with you right here live. And that was so cool. They just got picked up for season 13 right here during our stream with Mindy. So hopefully we brought some good luck, but I think that they probably had the good luck without us, because it is such an awesome show. So I'd love to talk about some of the cool items that we've talked about here with some of the founders. So we had Desiree Haller here, and she is the inventor of the Sub Safe. And this is a sandwich holder for your sub. It will keep it safe when you go to the beach, when you go out and you throw it in the cooler. No more soggy bread. No more soggy bread with